Okay, class, for our week 7 lesson, so we're going to discuss about a mathematical induction. So, ano bang mathematical induction? So, if we say mathematical induction, it is a mathematical technique used to prove the statement of natural numbers. So, in computer science class, it is a method used to prove the base of well-founded structure on step that holds for every natural number. So, it also used in data structure in order to prove of techniques to understand the mathematical process to solve a problem. Okay, so if we say mathematical induction class, is ito yung way or techniques in order to prove a statement or yung i-prove natin yung equation natin. Okay, so meron tayong dalawang klase ng step of proof of induction. The first one is the basis case, where you prove a mathematical statement without assuming any knowledge of other cases. At yung isa naman class is yung induction case, where you assume or if the statement holds for any given case wherein n is equal to k. Okay? So kung ikukumpara natin yung dalawang klase ng step of induction, yung basis case is more on direct way para i-prove yung dalawang equation nyo. Ang most elaborated way or technique para i-prove yung equation nyo is by using the induction case. Kasi nag-a-assume na tayo or gumagamit na tayo ng mga value para i-prove natin kung ang ating first equations is equal to the second equation. Okay, so we have here an example. So we're going to prove if our first equation is equal to our second equation. Okay, so kung makikita natin dito sa ating PowerPoint, meron tayong series of numbers. So sa given natin, may series of number tayo na 1 plus 2 plus 3 and so on and so forth. So based on sa input number natin, so we're going to prove kung equal ba yung value ng first equation nyo sa second equation nyo. Okay? So, for example, this one, if you're going to input 1, gamit ang first equation nyo, ang magiging output niya is also equivalent to 1. Okay? So, kapag naman ang input nyo is 1 at ginamit natin yung second equation, according sa basis case natin, ang equivalent din niya is equivalent to 1. Okay? Wherein, lahat ng value ng n natin is papalitan lang natin ng value ng 1. So that will be 1 plus 1 is equivalent to 2. So 2 times 1 will be equivalent to 2 divided by 2. That will be equivalent to 1. So sa basis case natin, prove natin na yung first equation natin is equal to second equation. Okay? Using the induction hypothesis naman class is nag-assume tayo na n is equal to k. Okay? So, for example, yung k natin is equivalent to 7. Based on the first equation, ang value ng first equation natin, kapag inad natin yung series of number natin, that will be equivalent to 28. Okay? Same with the second equation. So, papalitan lang natin yung value ng k nyo, which is 7 plus 1 is 8 times 7 is 56 divided by 2, that will be equivalent to 28. Okay, so that will be the logic of our first problem. Now, ang susunod natin class is we're going to create a program in order to prove if the first equation is equal with your second equation. Okay, so let's proceed on the C++ program. Okay? So, ang first step natin, class, is we're going to declare a variable. So, let's say, ang dineclare natin is n. So, si n, siya yung mag-a-accept ng input number once na nirun natin yung program natin. So, lagay tayo ng message dito. Ang message natin dito ay, let's say, this is enter n. Okay? So, you have your semicolon. Then after that is we're going to accept the value of your number. So, ang mag-a-accept nun ay ang ating variable n. Okay? So, sa unang equation natin, class, is palalabasin natin na kapag nag-input tayo ng number is lalabas yung value ng first equation nyo. Ano yung first equation nyo? Yan yung equation na 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus, so you have here n which means is for every input number is magge-generate siya ng series of number. Okay? So, since magge-generate siya ng series of number, kailangan natin ng for loop dyan. Okay? So, ano yung magiging value ng for loop nyo? 4. Okay? So, since ang first value ng series of number nyo is 1, so, ang magiging first counter nyo is equivalent or yung first value ng initial value ng for loop nyo will be equivalent to 1. Okay? So, ano magiging condition niya? So, ang limit niyan is based dun sa input number nyo, which is n. So, ang magiging limit niya is x is less than equal to n. Then, you have your x increments. Okay? So, makikita nyo sa series of number nyo is nag-i-increment siya ng isa. Okay? So, since meron na tayong for loop dito, so generated na natin yung series of number natin na 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 based dito sa for loop nyo. Ang next step natin is paano natin ma-add yung value ng series of number nyo. So, para ma-i-add nyo lahat ng value ng series of number nyo, so mag-declare kayo rito ng value ng C is equal to 0. Okay, siya si C ang gagamitin nyo para mag-add yung series of number nyo. So, that will be C is equal to C plus x, kasi si x yung nag-generate ng series of number na 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on and so forth. So, ang limit ng series of number nyo ay naka-base dun sa input number nyo. Okay? So, ang next step natin is palalabasin na natin yung value ng first equation nyo. So, i-output nyo lang siya. So, you have your C out. Okay? So, palabasin natin yung value ng series of number natin. Okay? So, lagay lang tayo rito ng spacing. Then, you have here equal sign. Okay? So, anong variable inassign nyo yung sagot for the first equation? That will be C. So, lagay nyo rito is C. Then, lagay nyo sa last part yung double quote or backslash n para sa susunod na equation natin is mag-new line siya. Okay? So, ito yung gagamitin nating value para ma-output natin yung value ng first equation nyo. Okay? So, ano ngayon yung susunod na value para sa second equation na prinoprove nating equation? Okay? So, based dun sa example natin, equivalent na yung series of number nyo dito sa second equation niya, which is n times n plus 1 divided by 2. So, siya naman yung ating ipuprove sa ating program. So, according here is by using this formula, which is n times n plus 1, okay? So, divided by 2, okay? So, magi-equal daw yung value nitong second equation sa first equation nyo based dun sa input number nyo. Okay? So, ipoprove natin siya. So, since formula lang siya, so hindi na natin kailangan ng for loop. So, ang gagawin natin, i-assign lang natin yung input number natin dun sa ating formula. Okay? So, declare lang tayo ng panibagong variable dito, which is ans. Then, isunod natin yung formula na n times, okay, so you have here n plus 1, okay, so you have n plus 1, okay, then, wag niyo kalimutan yung pag-group ng equation natin o yung pag-group na expression natin. Kasi sa programming, meron tayong tinatawag na highest precedent. Lagi yung priority yung multiplication division bago niya i-perform yung addition and subtraction. So, para alam ng program natin yung priority niya, kailangan nyo i-group yung kada equation nyo. Then, saka nyo siya i-divide sa 2. Okay? So, again, isi-see out natin yung value ng second equation. Okay? So, double quote. Okay? Then, you have here spacing muna. Then, saka natin ilagay yung equal sign. Then, yung variable kung saan nakalagay yung sagot sa second equation nyo, which is ans. Okay, then you have your semicolon. Okay, so run natin yung program. So, pag nag-input ako ng number dyan, kailangan equal yung value ng first at second equation nyo. So, halimbawa, nag-input ako ng 5. Okay? So, based here, sa first equation nyo, that will be equivalent to 15. Sa second equation nyo is also equivalent to 15. Okay? Which is equal yung value niya. Okay? So, let's proceed on problem number 2. Okay? Okay, so in problem number 2 class, meron tayong uling ipoprove na dalawang equation. Kung equal ba yung value ng first equation nyo sa value ng second equation nyo. Okay? So again, para ma-prove natin yan, according sa first equation nyo, para ma-generate yung value na 135, kailangan natin gamitin yung formula na 2n minus 1. Okay? Paano nangyari yon? Like for example, kapag nag-input kayo ng 1, 2 times 1 is 2, minus 1, that will be 1. So makikita nyo yung unang value ng series of number nyo is 1. Pag 2 naman, 2 times 2 is 4, minus 1 is 3. So yung susunod na series of number will be 3. And so on and so forth. Sa pangalawang equation, mas madali kasi i-multiply nyo lang siya sa sarili niya o yung sa i-multiply nyo kung ano man yung in-input nyong value. Okay? So, dun magfo-fall yung codes nyo. Okay? So, yung unang value natin is may series of number ulit tayo. But this time, may interval yung series of number natin. So, ang interval niya is 1 plus 3 plus 5. Okay? So, according here, gumamit tayo ng formula na 2n minus 1 para ma-generate yung series of number natin. Okay? So, since meron tayo dyan na series of number, kailangan natin gumamit uli ng for loop. So, you have your 4. Okay? So, integer x. So, again, ang value ng x natin is equal to 1. Okay? So, you have your x is less than equal to n. So, yung input nyo, yun pa rin yung limit niya. Okay? So, you have your x increment. Okay? So, open here, then another close sa baba. Okay? So, yung for loop natin, mapapansin nyo, nag-generate siya ng value na 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, hindi 1, 3, 5. Walang interval yon. So, ang gagawin nyo lang dyan sa for loop na yun is siya yung magiging counter nyo. Hindi siya yung mismong value ng series of number nyo. Okay? So, para mag-generate siya ng series of number nyo, according to the formula, kailangan nyo gamitin yung 2n minus 1. Okay, so bago dyan, kailangan nyo uli mag-declare ng another variable. So, let's say, nag-declare tayo ng variable f. Okay? Pagdating kay f, lalagay nyo siya sa loob ng for loop nyo. Then, saka nyo iset yung formula na inaka-indicate dito sa inyong series of number. Wherein you're going to multiply 2 times n. Okay? I-multiply nyo itong dalawa, saka nyo siya i-minus kay 1. Okay? So, you have your minus 1, then you have your semicolon. So, itong part na to, itong part ng code na to, ito yung nag-generate ng series of number na 1, 3, 5, 5, 7, and so on and so forth. Okay? So, ang gagawin ngayon nito ay kailangan nyo naman i-add yung series of number nyo. Okay? Para ma-add yan, kailangan nyo uli gumamit ng another counter which is c is equal to 0. Pero bago yan, kailangan nyo muna ibalik sa 0 yung c ninyo kasi pagdating dito, nagbago na yung value ni c. Okay? So, kailangan ibalik nyo siya sa value ng 0. So, magiging value niya is c is equal to c plus f. Kasi si f, nandyan yung series of number nyo na 1, 3, 5, and so on and so forth. Okay? So, now, palalabasin na natin yung sagot. So, i-see out lang natin tong part na to. Okay? So, lagay tayo ng spacing. Okay? Then, you have double quote, equal sign. Then, palalabasin natin yung value ng C. Okay? So, doon nakalagay yung value ng ating unang equation. For the continuation, please see the next video.